All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Atlanta Falcons. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Check 55, Mike. I got you. Kill.
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Now on 2nd and 13. Fitzgerald, man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
From the gun on 3rd down. Fitzgerald, and finding the tight end Hooper. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. Off the bootleg. Fitzgerald. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Check. Watch 54. Here we go. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the slip. Echo. Right there.
On 3rd down, Fitzgerald. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they want this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
They'll run on first down. Benjamin. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of his end zone, Mariota. That's complete to Nauta, the tight end. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From the gun, Mariota. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now they got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike.
From the gun, Fitzgerald. He'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. They go play action here on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fade.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2nd down, it's Henderson. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down and 1. 55. So don't say nothing.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fitzgerald letting one go deep for the... And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Check, check. Lucky. Chopper. 52. Check 24. Check 24.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Takk McKinley make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
To try again after the sack. Mariota, he finds Corey Davis. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Check three.
Third and long here for Mariota. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Here we go. Touch man. All day, baby. All day. What's the right?
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Fitzgerald. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fitzgerald. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. The tackle made there by Takk McKinley.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Mariota. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
A down carry for Henry. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
That's it, baby.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On second down now, Benjamin. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Mariota. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
He's crashing. He's
They'll go back to Henderson on first down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Fitzgerald. Now they go screen. It's complete. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Check right 54. 54. It's our time. It's our time. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 50.
2nd and 15. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun. Fitzgerald, he finds Taylor, complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Final play of the half here, Mariota. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, these offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, they're
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Ready? 55 to Mike. Check 6. Bullet. Half. I'm coming for you, son.
On first down, Fitzgerald. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Darrell Henderson. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On second down, Benjamin. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota going for the deep ball. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one as a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On second down now, it's Henderson, and he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Off play action, Fitzgerald, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Throwing on 1st down. Fitzgerald. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. This quarterback now 15 out of 17 through the air. Only 2 incompletions. It's 1st down. Back to throw. Fitzgerald. That's taken in by Henderson. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
At the 13-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
I don't think you got it, son. Right there.
2nd and 11. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. From the gun, Fitzgerald. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down and 1.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the 1st down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2.
Mike 5-5. Mike took his head up. 5-5. They got shut. Man, they're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
On 4th down, Fitzgerald. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
64, weak.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. First down, Mariota. And escaping the pressure right. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Chris Carson, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Parkey with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Jim, where are they, team?
Mariota gives to Henry. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Titans go. It's Mariota. And it's complete. Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. Stuff to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Again, it's Mariota. Looking deep downfield. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Titans. Tajay Sharp, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. And now Mariota and the Titan offense, they're going to line up to go for 2.
52's the mic. One.
To the air again, Mariota. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Tighten up. Pull together.
On 2nd down, it's Henderson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Falcons on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Fitzgerald. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Mariota now to throw on first down. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tajay Sharp, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Santos with the extra point, and that makes it 24-13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Henderson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
I can't believe they even let you play. Check the backer, check the backer.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Falcons on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 9.
Watch twist. Watch go. Shit.
On third down, here's Henderson. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
61. Matchbox. Right. 3.
On first and 10, here's Mariota. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Mariota's throw on the money to Davis. Davis fighting. He loses the football. And the Falcons grab it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, come on, come on, bang, 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 check, 25, check.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. That one looks like he'll throw here to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fitzgerald, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons push further out in front. Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Throwing is Mariota. He's going to let it fly. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 12. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you